Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to iTouch App Reviewers. In this video, I'm going to go over 3 different reports ranging from iPad Pros to HomePods to the iPhone 10 of this year and next year. So let's get right into this. So first of all, iPad Pro with Face ID will likely debut at WWDC 2018 in early June. So if you guys are looking to get the new state-of-the-art iPad, you're going to want to wait just a little bit longer. And we've got Apple's rumored iPad Pro with Face ID will likely be released in the second quarter of 2018, according to Rosenblatt Securities analyst Jun Zhang. So here are 2 renditions of the brand new iPads, one with no notch and one with the notch. Let me know down below and in the poll which one you guys like better. Personally, I like the look of this one better, but this one might be more usable so that you can put your palms resting on the display a little bit better. I don't know. These bezels are very thin and it looks really good, but I don't know how usability would be with that. I know on the iPhone 10, me personally, I have problems in Clash Royale with accidentally touching the bottom of the display and throwing fireballs in the middle of nowhere and stuff. So definitely something to think about with an iPad, but personally, this one looks a little slicker. Anyways, let's scroll down just a bit here. If accurate, the time frame suggests Apple will unveil the new iPad Pro models at its annual WWDC, which will likely take place June 4th through 8th at the Convention Center in San Jose, California. So revamped iPad Pro to have slimmer bezels, no home button in line with the iPhone 10. Revamped design will also likely be featured on both the 10.5-inch and 12.9-inch iPad Pros, although his research note didn't specify. We can kind of assume that they will be basically combining the technology from the iPhone 10 into the iPad to give it the Face ID and no home button. Scrolling down just a bit here, supply chain report out of China recently claimed the new iPad Pro models will be faster thanks to an octa-core A11X Bionic chip with 3 high-performance Monsoon cores and 5 energy-efficient Mistral cores. So that is crazy. An octa-core A11 chip. The A11 chip is already crazy fast, but just an octa-core one, dang, this thing is going to be blazing fast. And anyone who wants an iPad, this is going to be the one you're going to want if you are a power user. Next up, a Chinese report says $150 to $200 HomePod and $799 to $899 MacBook Air to launch this year. I don't know about this, but let's scroll down and read a little bit more. According to, this is all according to Economic Daily News via Japanese blog Mako Takara. So keep that in mind with this one. They're basically just saying the HomePod's a little expensive right now, and they think that Apple will drop the price. I guess it could happen, but a lower priced HomePod would certainly be more competitive with the Echo and Google Home, as they say here. Yes, that's true. It's unclear if that would come at the expense of audio quality. And that's the thing about the HomePod. Like, the only thing it has going for it, besides its looks, is the sound quality. Like, Siri's dumb as shit. So no one's getting it for Siri, I don't think. Like, hardly anyone. Because Siri's just not that good. But here is the full report. They think a 9.7-inch iPad for $259. But this actually lines up with Digitime supply chain report from last December. I believe we reported on that as well, which said that Apple is considering releasing a cheaper 9.7-inch iPad for $259 in the second quarter of 2018. The current 9.7-inch iPad was released in March 2017 for $349. 6.1-inch iPhone for $650 to $750. This lines up. We already are pretty sure that this is happening. MacBook Air for $799 to $899. And Kuo himself actually said that they would launch a more affordable MacBook Air. So we can probably see that a little bit of a price cut there. College students will probably appreciate that a little bit. HomePod for $150 to $200. So this one is kind of hard to get behind because this is really the first source that we've got that said this. So if you're looking for a cheaper HomePod, maybe hold out a little bit, but honestly, we just don't know yet. It's too early to know for sure. So keep that in the back of your mind though, because if you are looking for a cheaper HomePod, this might be a valid option if they do go through with it. Now for one of the really juicy stories, next iPhone 10 lineup said to feature smaller notches, and the 2019 models may ditch the notch entirely. So the next generation iPhone 10 will feature a smaller notch for the true depth camera system, while future models released in 2019 or later will have no notch whatsoever, according to Korea's ET News. So they got a mixed track record here, but let's scroll down just a bit. The report reiterates Apple's widely rumored plans to release 3 new iPhone models this year, including a second-gen 5.8-inch iPhone 10 and a larger 6.5-inch version dubbed the iPhone 10 Plus. We've already reported on that, and a mid-range 6.1-inch model. Drop a comment down below also which one you guys are going to get. if you're going to get one or if you're going to hold off till 2019. I've been saying since the beginning, hold off till 2019 if you guys already got the iPhone 10, because 2019's phones are going to be lit. So Apple is planning to release 2 models, less bezel, smaller notch design. You guys can read that for yourself. An unnamed industry source added that Apple has decided to remove the notch from the 2019 model, suggesting the 3rd generation iPhone 10 could be the first model with a truly full screen design. Apple decided to get rid of notch design starting from 2019 models and is having discussions with relevant companies, said a representative for an industry. It seems that Apple is planning to implement full screen that is more complete to its new iPhones. Now that's, I don't know. Their English isn't great there, and it's an unnamed industry, so who knows? This could be complete bullshit, but it does sound somewhat likely because Apple's got to keep innovating if they want to stay on top, because some people are mad about the notch, and I mean, I'm not, but whatever. Report claims each iPhone will have Face ID, but it's unclear how Apple would manage to fit the required true depth sensors on the front of the devices without a notch. I mean, come on, you got to put it below the display. That's kind of hard. Report speculates Apple could drill holes into the display itself or use patented multi-layer black matrix technology. Other analysts have predicted smaller notches for 2018. ET News previously said Apple was exploring ways to combine face recognition module with a camera module. Apple removing the notch on the iPhone 10 is almost certainly its end goal, but as with any supply chain report, the timing of the move is uncertain. So I'm going to wrap up with some thoughts on this. So first of all, we've seen phones this year with cameras that flip out from the top. I think they're concept phones, but they had a full screen display and the camera would literally come out of the top, take a picture, whatever, and then go back in. Could Apple do that? Yes. Is it likely? No. So that's probably not what they're going to do. Is Apple likely to put a fingerprint sensor under the entire display? That would be cool. Like you could touch anywhere on the phone and it would unlock. That would be nice. Now, if they combined that somehow with Face ID under the display, so it's a full screen display, this is like the best thing that they could do. And then you could set up both of them at the same time. So when you pick up your phone, if you touch the screen, it'll unlock quick. If you pick it up but don't touch the screen, it'll use your face to unlock. It would unlock every time, no matter what you did, pretty much. That would be awesome. So I don't know if Apple would ever do that, but if they ever got the technology behind that, I think that would be the way of the future. You give people both options, no fingerprint sensors on the back, none on the front, but under the display. That's the way to do it. With the true depth sensor under the screen, man, you've got that's like the best things. But I think we're kind of far off from that. That could be a couple years out, but I think that would be awesome. Let me know down below if you guys think the same, because literally you could touch the phone to unlock it. You could look at it. You could do it a bunch of different ways. Because sometimes I know right now, like if your fingers are wet and you're on the old iPhone, it won't register your finger and you're like, damn, Face ID would be cool. But then sometimes you're like half asleep in bed with your face buried in the pillow and you try to unlock it with your face and it doesn't work. You're like, damn, I wish I had Touch ID. So if you combine the two under the display, full screen display, boom, problem solved. That would be awesome. So I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know that they'll do that, but they really wanted to innovate. That's the way to go. So that would be really cool. But that's all I got for this video, guys. A lot of rambling, but a lot of news in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit it with a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.